Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Steve with Alldogs Offroad. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of information into our performance leaf packs, how they work, how to configure them, and the tools that you'll need to do the job. So one of the big benefits about our leaf packs is that they're user configurable in the light, medium, and heavy duty load applications, depending on your vehicle's weight and the lift that you're looking for. In a base configuration, you're going to see about 2 inches of lift, give or take, depending on vehicle weight, and as you increase the weight, you can use the supplied add leaf to increase your carrying capacity in order to retain the lift that you're looking for and not be undersprung. This video is applicable to the Toyota Tacoma, Nissan Frontier, and Nissan Xterra leaf packs that we offer. So they ship in a light duty configuration, which is how this pack is assembled now. And they ship with this leaf pack, this additional leaf, just zipped onto the leaf pack, no extra charge. We include this regardless of how you configure your leaf pack on the website. You'll see on the website that we can configure this for you for a fee, but that does not mean that we don't include this leaf when you opt for the light duty configuration. It's merely a fee for our time to reconfigure it for you. But for how easy it is, we figured we'd do a video to empower you to be able to do this yourself in your garage, as it's very, very easy. So the medium duty configuration consists of swapping out leaf number 3, which is this one right here, for this heavy duty add leaf that's provided for you. Now this leaf is going to be a little bit longer and a little bit thicker. Add that in and replace it for this leaf number 3 and you achieve your medium duty configuration. The heavy duty config is basically adding both leaves in to create your heavy duty load pack. So that's going to be longer leaf on top of the shorter leaf, and they'll all blend together into the leaf pack to be one pack in the heavy duty configuration. A lot of questions we get is which configuration is right for me, and our general answer is light is great for OE application, modest lifts. Medium is great for those guys running lifted trucks that aren't carrying a lot of weight in the back, but still want to get those good lift numbers. And heavy is good for the dudes running drawers, rooftop tents, anything that adds weight into the back, toolboxes, gear, etc. So in order to reconfigure your pack, you're going to need a couple tools, very easy. You're going to need a 14mm wrench, 2 of those, socket, box wrench, doesn't matter, a screwdriver, this is optional, and a C-clamp. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take off the retaining clips to be able to access the leaf pack, and these are just going to be 14mm bolts. One thing to note about these is that the center pin is also a 14mm, but has a different thread pitch. So when you're doing this, it's a good idea to keep these together as one unit so you don't mistake it and accidentally cross thread your center pin bolt. Okay. All right. So now that we got all these apart, we can start tearing into the pack itself. So because this is spring steel, and spring steel likes to spring, what we're going to want to do is you're going to want to tip the pack down and just throw a C-clamp onto it. This is going to hold it all into shape so that your leaf pack doesn't explode when you're trying to take it apart. Now, one thing to note is that the leaf pack center pin is rounded on the bottom for fitment into your axle and a 14mm on top. So when you're taking it apart, sometimes you're running the 14mm here and the bottom bolt starts free spinning. So what we do when that happens is you can hold on to it. Sometimes it'll go, and if it doesn't, grab a Leatherman, grab a vice grip, whatever you want to do. Just hold on to it and run this top nut off. You can see how much more work this is taking. That's because the thread pitch on a center pin bolt is a finer thread pitch. So as I said, be very careful not to confuse the 14mm top nut between these two bolts. So now that the center pin is out, all of the stress on the leaf pack is being put into the C-clamp. So you can see as I start to loosen it, the leaf pack is going to begin to separate. Great, all right. So keep coming down until we're at a position where it's not super tight. Squeeze the leaf pack, pull out your C-clamp, and let it separate. There we go. All right. So leaf 1 and 2 is the eyelet and the military wrap. Very easy to distinguish because it is self-contained, as you can see, with the military wrap. So we'll put that over here. And this leaf here is leaf 3. And this is the leaf that achieves our medium and heavy duty configuration. Now, one thing to be aware of is that we use spacers between the leaves to reduce friction and noise. So make sure that these stay where they are and that you don't lose track of them. All right. So this is our heavy duty leaf that comes with the pack when you order it in the light duty configuration. As you can see, it is longer. So when you are assembling for heavy duty, what you're going to do is you're just simply going to attach the two, zip it back together, and you're going to call it a day. In this case, the customer that these leaf packs are going to opted for the medium duty configuration. So what we're going to do there is we're going to take out the original light duty leaf and we're going to replace it with this heavy duty leaf. Now, one thing to note, grab this direction is the front of the leaf pack. As you can see, the military wrap front eye, and we put the sticker on the forward facing part of the leaf pack. On this smaller leaf, it's 2 feet to one end, and a little bit under 2 feet on the other end. Likewise, with this leaf, the center pin is not drilled in the exact, the hole is not drilled in the exact center. So you're going to want to put it with the longer end forward, just as this is. So there we go. You can see it's starting to come together very, very easily. And you can imagine, how easy this is to do on your own. So I found that the best way to get these together is to start with your base pack. Start with it upside down, like this, and basically stack them like Legos, like you're building a Lego set. Grab this, lay it down here. And one thing that you want to make sure of is that the center pins and the holes in our spacers here all line up so that when you want to put the leaf pack together, all goes in very easily. And one way to do that is periodically while you're doing it to get your screwdriver, go through and make sure everything's sorry, the camera's shaking. Make sure everything's located on the leaf pack. So we're gonna throw this guy on here. And then, because thankfully these guys kind of stuck together, we're gonna see if we can just drop everything on top. And now we have the base of our leaf pack back together, ready to rock. So now we're gonna get our screwdriver again, work it on its way down through, which is perfect. And then we're gonna grab our C-clip and basically do the inverse of what we did before. Squeeze it, throw it on, and as we tighten it, make sure that this can move up and down so that we're not binding anything when we want to put our center pin down through. Keep bringing it together. And periodically keep checking to make sure everything's gonna fit. So one thing to note is because the Tacoma and the Frontier are spring over axle, you're gonna want the rounded part of your center pin to be facing down. On the Xterra leaf packs, you're gonna want your center pin to be facing up. All right. So now, might need to go grab a hammer, but work with your screwdriver to get everything located and work your center pin on down through, just like that. Grab the nut. Do your best to screw it on by hand. The paint can sometimes get into the way of that. And get this. And basically put the pack back together. Extremely straightforward. Alright, finishing up here, make sure it is nice and snug. Don't over tighten it. It's not a grade 8 center bolt or anything. And remove your C-clamp. And congratulations, you have a medium duty config Alldogs Offroad performance leaf pack. All that's left to do is to zip these things back on and bolt it into the truck. Everything is all ready to go. We have the bushings pressed in already for you, and extremely easy to do. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope that this will enable you to be able to do more work on your own truck, and learn along the way and get more involved into the hobby. Thanks for watching. Steve from Alldogs Offroad. This was some introductory information on our performance leaf packs, how they work, how to configure them, and the tools that you'll need to do the job. Thanks again. See ya.